Welcome everyone. So each Wednesday we'll be doing yoga philosophy, and today we're going to talk about Pratyahara. So Pratyahara is a limb in the Ashtanga Patanjali yoga system. First there's the yamas and niyamas, then there is asana, pranayama, and then Pratyahara. Dhyana, Dana, and Samadhi are the other limbs. So Pratyahara is maybe the least talked about limb in yoga, and it is the pinnacle point of going from senses moving outward to senses. That's my baby there. You can see senses moving inward. So the other limbs of yoga are to do with the external, you could say, and Pratyahara is to do with the internal. So what is withdrawal of the senses? Well, we have our organs of perception, which is our eyes, our ears, our mouth talking, you could say the mind, touch, sense of touch. And these organs of perception can sort of, in a sense, channel messages or some scar as imprints from our education, from past life, from our traumas, from our triggers, from the environment, from our genetics. And through Pratyahara, we learn to withdraw from the attachment of these senses, and that leads us to freedom. So especially in this time we're in with COVID-19, we can, even as spiritual beings, we can feel that we're under some form of control. But what Pratyahara teaches us is, no matter how much pressure society or the government or anyone else puts on you, there's an opportunity to have freedom. And it's an internal and inner-facing energy that allows us to experience freedom. Now, if we look at the chakra system, which is the junction points of where consciousness and physiology meet, we have the base chakra, Muladhara, which is our animal instinct, survival. We have Swadhisthana chakra, pleasures, when we're attached to pleasures. There's positive attributes to these as well, these chakras. We have Manipura, the belly, the ego, power. We have the heart chakra. We have the throat chakra, Vishuddhi, and the heart is Anahata. And then we experience the brow chakra, the Ajna chakra. This chakra is the place of Pratyahara. Yeah, so this chakra is what makes us different to the nervous system of animals. The skeletal system of animals offers attachment, in a sense, to senses. This chakra, the Ajna chakra, allows the energy to move inward, which creates then the ability of choice. The ability to choose how we react to the senses around us. And then that moves us into the next state of consciousness of concentration, meditation, and samadhi, ecstasy. So how does Pratyahara help us in everyday life? If we're reactive, so you touch something, you react, hot, ow, ow, cold, it's too cold. Taste, I don't like it. Smell, yuck. Mind, they're controlling us. Eyes, everywhere I see this pain and suffering. Oh, I want to watch that on television. I see it. I need it. If we are constantly attached to our senses, we are reactive. When we have the practice of withdrawing from the attachment, the withdrawal of the senses, we have space, we have freedom to then become responsive. My baby cries, I respond rather than I become reflective. It's reflecting my inner reflecting my outer. There's space, there's consciousness, there's choice, there's freedom, there's immortality, there's healing, there's light, there's energy. So all of these things come from what Patanjali, who wrote the Yoga Sutras, or supposedly wrote the Yoga Sutras, and named this state of consciousness, Pratyahara. All of this freedom comes from that. When the senses, which automatically want to run out, can turn and start to move inward, we move into choice. Pratyahara, the limb of yoga that distinguishes the difference between an animal and a human being. The power of choice, the power of freedom. No matter how much pressure we feel we're under. Oh, my partner puts me down. Oh, I have issues in this relationship. Oh, the economy. Oh, the environment. Oh, the government. Oh, my body's getting older. I have pain in my hip. Whatever the sense, whatever the sensation, we have the power to choose to be free, to choose to be light, to choose to be immortal, to choose to be in bliss. And that choice then leads to very, very high frequencies, which we will talk about in the next episode, of concentration, and how in the ancient texts of the Upanishads, it taught us that concentration is the key to magic, is the key to even controlling nature. But first, we start off observing the breath, observing our senses, our organs of perception, and allowing reflection, responding without fight and flight reaction. Namaskar.